It's not a love thing. It's not a matter of what's right or wrong. I think of the day that you were gone. I sit and wonder of where you're coming from. All that doesn't matter now that you are gone. I need your hand now to get me through this life. I need your hand now to get me through. I need your hand now to get me through this life. I need your hand now to get me through. I have one question of why you're in doubt. Didn't realize the problem till you walked out. I need your hand now to get me through this life. I need your hand now to get me through. I need your hand now to get me through this life. I need your hand now to get me through. I can't eat, not without you here beside me. I can't breathe, not without you here with me. I can't dream, I need you there to guide me. I need your hand now to get me through this life. 'Cause I need your hand now to get me through. 'Cause I need your hand now to get me through this life. I need your hand now to get me through. And I need your hand now to get me through this life.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this special show here on Accidental Punch TV, courtesy of Twitch.tv. Great to have you along with me tonight. For those of you who don't know, might be tuning in for the first time on Facebook, my name is JT, also known as JT Hollis in the independent country music world. And thanks to a friend of mine by the name of Robert Rivers. Ooh, I forgot. I was supposed to send him a link. But thanks to him, this show came to life the other day because I had to look up some of my older music to send to him to play on his radio station, which was really cool. And while I was doing that, while I was going through looking for a few specific songs, I'm not centered in here either, am I? Wrong way. There we go, that's better. I came across songs that I had totally forgotten, completely forgotten, that I had recorded years ago. And I thought, you know what? I think it would be kind of fun to show people a little bit about what JT was, you know, where he started out at, what he used to be, where he came from, and all that good stuff, you know. And we're gonna be playing music throughout the night tonight. All JT Hollis songs that have previously been released, songs that were on the CD Long Road Traveled, but never really sent out to radio stations, and songs that either nobody else or very, very few people have ever heard. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, I try to, even with doing the Sully show and shout out with JT, there's still things in my life that I try to kind of keep private, you know. So a lot of you may be learning a lot of things about JT tonight that you never knew before, which is going to be kind of interesting. Yikes. But we're going to have some fun with it. I want to say hi to everybody that's hanging out in the chat room with me this evening. We got Hellnut joined us right at the beginning of the show. We also have my very, very good friend from Wisconsin, Miss Nikaya, is with us. Kaya, great to have you here. Our lovely friend who we met back when I was on Who Are Radio, DJing back there, Miss Carol out of Canada. Great to have you along. Neil is supposed to be along sometime tonight. Sully is hanging out in the chat room with us also. And I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody that's hanging out, at least talking in the chat room at this point in time anyway. Now, that first song that we opened the show with, that was called Get Me Through This Life. And that was a song that was recorded originally on the all-acoustic CD that myself and my guitarist friend Scott Hatton recorded way back when. This was as things were starting out. They had started a little bit, but we were still very, very fresh and very, very new into the music scene. I'll give you some more details about that story here in a little while. Somebody you might have to remind me about it. But it's going to be a lot of fun. For those that know me, for pretty much everybody here, other than Hellnut really doesn't know me very well as far as the music goes. I literally have been singing almost all of my life. There's times I wonder if I came out of the womb humming a tune, you know. But I did the whole, school choir thing. I did the church choir thing, all that stuff. I did the school, solo ensemble competitions and all that stuff and all that stuff as I grew up. And I got away from the music back in '87. Right after I graduated from high school, went into the military, went into the Army. got back into a little bit while I was there. I was the lead singer for a rock band while I was over there. Um, we never actually got to do any gigs because before we actually could book a gig, our lead guitarist and our drummer got shipped out. So we never actually got to do anything. So yes, I was the lead singer of a rock band. It just never went anywhere. But that's the military for you. And then it was after that I met my first wife, had my 3 kids. Well, 3 out of my 4 kids. And went, music went that way and I went that way. And it just, music was a complete and total afterthought at that point. Jump forward, let's see, that was I got married in 91. Got married in 91. And kind of started getting back into the music in 94 or 97 after I got my first divorce. I was actually DJing, or not DJing, I was roadieing for a DJ, and I would sit there and sing songs on the mic while we were out doing shows and all that good stuff. So kind of started getting back into it then. Met my second ex, who is actually the sister to one of the most awesome people I know. It's amazing how 2 people can be so drastically different. But through my second ex, I met Nikaya. And Nikaya's heard me sing. I think I was out shingling their new garage. I was putting a roof on their new garage. I was just going at it one day, and I was singing along, wasn't even thinking about it, and then I hear Nikaya make a smart-ass comment in the background. That was a long time ago. Holy crap. That was a long time ago. But then I kind of became a rambling man for a little while. Lived in New York for a little while. Lived in Wisconsin again for a little bit. And then I was in Michigan for a little while, and then I ended up here in Indiana. And went down, I was staying at my brother's house. Went down to a local bar that was just down the road from my brother's house. And they did karaoke there like 5 out of 7 nights a week. Actually, I guess it would be 4 out of 6 because they were closed one day a week. They were closed on Mondays. And I'd been going down there several weeks, but I wasn't singing. I wasn't getting up and singing. I was sitting out in the audience, and I was singing along. And there was this young lady who kept kind of sitting relatively close to me time after time, every time I came down there. And one day she finally turned around, she looked at me, she says, "You need to get your ass up on that damn microphone." And I'm going to try to keep it kind of clean because that's not exactly what she said, but we are on Facebook Live, so I want to try and keep it a little bit clean. She says, "You need to get your ass up on that microphone and sing." I'm like, "Why?" She says, "You're better than anybody that sings here most of the time." I'm like, "Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me, right?" And she kept bugging me and kept bugging me and kept bugging me. And finally, just to shut her up. Or should I say, just to try and shut her up. Everybody say hi to Onyx. Just jumped up on the chair behind me. Damn cat. Or not Onyx, Oreo. Sorry. So just to shut her up, I went up and I put my name on the list. And that was when it all started all over again. That was when the fire and the love and the passion that I had for singing came back. And it came back like a freaking fireworks factory exploding. It could not be put out. It could not be tamped down. I just the feeling of being up there, not necessarily on stage, because you're doing karaoke, you're in a little small area, but just the feeling of being up there and singing and performing live in person again was awesome. It was exhilarating. You know, you have that one thing that you love to do, and you get away from it for a while, and all of a sudden, years down the road, you come back to it, and you do it one time, and it's like, oh my God, how could I have gotten away from this for so long? That's what it was like for me. Quit playing with my lighter. Damn cats. But the first song that I ever sang in karaoke, actually, there are some people out there in the chat room right now that should know this, and actually, we are live on Facebook too. So if there's anybody tuned in there, if there's certain people tuned in on Facebook, they might know also. What was the first song that JT Hollis ever sang in karaoke? What was the song that just set fire to JT again? And just so you know, folks know, a dog is not getting mugged or destroyed or killed or anything like that. Hey! That was Tank, by the way. Live radio, folks. What can I say? Stop it. Our neighbor was walking their little teeny weeny tiny dog, and when it gets excited, it sounds like it's being killed. So that's why that sounded like that. Garth Brooks' The Dance. Garth Brooks' The Dance was the first song that I ever sang in karaoke. That was the song that started everything and ended me up here. And that's when things really started going. I've been down there. I've been singing karaoke at this point probably for about a good 2 years. And I was, I had people inviting me to other bars to sing karaoke. So I was going all over the frickin' place doing karaoke all over northeastern or northwestern Indiana at that point. And Halloween weekend 2007. Halloween weekend 2007. I agree, Carol. Great song from Garth. Well, she says good song, but great song from Garth. But Halloween 2007, I'm dressed as a shadow. We'll get into that story later. Was the night that I met the woman who focused everything. She focused everything. She brought me down. She streamlined everything. And, we started working towards an actual musical goal. If it wasn't for her, that never would have happened. So I want to thank her for that. And one day, she's at work. By this time, we're living together in sin. But we're living together, and she's working. I'm unemployed at the time. So I was working on my music. And I had an old Casio keyboard. It's still down there. We still got it. Had an old Casio keyboard. And I had written a song. And I sat there one day and I came across the perfect rhythm for it in the pre-programmed music in this Casio keyboard. And when Kay got home that night, she heard the very, very rough version of this song, but she loved it. This is the first song that I actually recorded. Be nice, okay? I recorded it in my basement with non-studio quality equipment on a computer that was probably at that time 10 years old. So I did the best I could with what I had. But that song was called Me and You and the Red, White, and Blue. This song actually won the Michigan Vet Fest theme song contest. Several years ago, I ended up going to Detroit. Was it Detroit Heights or something like that in Michigan to open their Vet Fest with Me and You in the Red, White, and Blue, and then I turned right around and did a full set a little while later in the day. So this is the very, very first song that was ever recorded by JT Hollis, folks. Me and You in the Red, White, and Blue. Again, be nice. And I hope you enjoy.
They don't want to be called heroes or be placed on a pedestal. The money really doesn't pay for the hell that they go through. Just the honor to be serving something bigger than all of us is why they keep a watchful eye on me and you, the red, white, and blue. All they want is to be loved, to be held up in our heart. Remember when times are tough, and hug when they get back home. They realize you don't agree with everything they do. Just remember who they're protecting, me and you, and the red, white, and blue. They stand out in the darkest of nights while we are all safe, sound asleep. They sweat bullets in the blazing sun and freeze as that bitter wind blows. They place themselves in the lap of danger, face to face with any foe. Keeping the flag and all those who live under it safe is why they do what they do. All they want is to be loved, to be held up in our hearts. Remember when times are tough, and hug when they get back home. They realize you don't agree with everything they do. Just remember who they're protecting, me and you, and the red, white, and blue. They realize you don't agree with everything they do. Just remember who they're protecting, me and you, and the red, white, and blue. Just remember who they're protecting, me and you, and the red, white, and blue.
first song ever recorded and released by J.T. Hollis. Me and You and the Red, White, and Blue. And I tell you what, I listen to that song, and one, it scares the hell out of me. Because I look at the stuff I put out now, and I look at the songs like that, or I listen to songs like that, and it's like, oh man, that sounds terrible. It sounds like, why did I put that out? It's terrible. We did what we had to do at the time. Just a simple story behind that song. I'd always wanted to write some kind of a military support song, but I wanted to write it from our side. Most military support songs, not all, but most military support songs that you hear are done from, the civilian side looking in a lot. But I wanted to do one from the inside looking out, and kind of explain or try to explain to people why us military people did the things that we did, and I don't know if it worked or not. I don't know if it really worked or not, but, I like the song. A lot of people like the song because that thing won 6 rounds of internet online voting. And it was regulated. You could only vote once a day. And you can ask Sully because it was crazy. And it was 6 rounds, but it was over like a 12-month or a 12-week period that this went on. And it was nuts. I couldn't believe that I won the thing. I actually beat a pretty well-established independent artist to win that contest. Carol, you are exactly right. Carol says that it may not be the best recording, but the words are so meaningful. And, every single word in that song came from my heart. It's the first song I ever wrote, ever attempted to write, ever thought about. Well, maybe not thought about writing, but it's the first one I ever actually followed through with. And there's a couple of songs in here that we're going to play here in a little while that were recorded shortly after Me and You and the Red, White, and Blue, probably in the next 6 to 8 months after that, before I met up with my good friend Scott Hatton. I was sitting there earlier tonight, and I was thinking about it. And I suddenly realized that alcohol, had put me into a lot of situations. Come on. I was under 21 over in Germany when I met my first wife. Hello. We won't go into that. But alcohol and music led me into a lot of things. Some bad things, some really good things. And the cool part for me is that it led me ultimately to Kay, where I am now. So it's all good. But yeah, met up with my good buddy Scott Hatton. Now he's a former lead guitarist and singer for several heavy metal rock groups here in the area, northwestern Wisconsin. Why do I keep saying northeastern? In northwestern Wisconsin, Indiana. Wow, I'm jumping states even. And I actually met him because he came in one night and he was running karaoke at the place that Kay and I went to religiously on Friday nights, because we went there, we had dinner there. Their food was amazing. It was a little bar called Poor Tony's. And I met him, and we got to talking over the next several weeks and everything. Thank you, Nikaya. But, him and I got to talking one day, and I was telling him about what I was trying to do with the new music and stuff like that. And the next week, he brought in his acoustic guitar. And we would literally sit there and we would go out because where he was set up was right by the door to go outside, or one of the ways to go outside. And he would get somebody going, and him and I would jump outside and play around with some music, with some music and some lyrics. And the next thing you know, we're recording in his garage. Okay, I know everybody's heard of that good old game, GarageBand, the old recording programs and all that stuff, GarageBand and all those kind of things. Well, that's kind of what it was like. But we did. He had a little room, a little 2-car garage, and on the back of this 2-car garage, they had a little room that was maybe 8 foot wide. About 8 foot wide, probably, about the width of a 2-car garage. And we got in there and we went to work and we went to work and we went to work. And we started busting butt and kicking ass, and we started recording some really good songs. And the first song that we recorded, the very first song that we recorded, was a song that came about due to frustration and K. Now, clarify, not frustration with K. Definitely not. But frustration and K. Because, I was getting upset. I was getting mad at myself and thinking, because I was doing contests and I'd make it to the finals every freaking time, but I'd never win. Never won. And I was getting pissed. I got mad one night and I thought, okay, I'm never freaking doing a contest again. Never. I'm done with them. Finished. I even threatened with quitting singing. That's how pissed off I was. That's how frustrated I was. And Kay turned around and she looked me dead in the eye and said, "Hon, sometimes it takes patience." And from those words came this song.
I was sitting at the corner waiting on a light. I've been running behind almost all of my life. One foot on the brake and one on the gas. If they don't get out my way, I'll find a way to pass. Avoiding the delays by skipping on some steps. Trying to get ahead, not thinking about the rest. Flying through the day, running all the way, pushing for the dream that seems so far away. Sometimes it takes patience. You push so hard to live the dream life that you don't think of the things that you leave behind. Your family and your friends, all the places that you've been. Most of your life is just a blur of the pen. You need to slow down before you blow up. Stop and feel the breeze as it blows through the trees. If it's meant to be, it will come to pass. Sometimes it takes patience, life goes by way too fast. Sometimes it takes patience to get the finer things, to realize the beauty of what this life brings. Take it slow and easy, be steady and true. With a little perseverance, dreams really do come true sometimes. It takes patience sometimes. It takes patience sometimes. It takes patience sometimes. It takes patience.
And that song led us to this one. This one's called The Road Ahead.
I got my truck fueled up, ready to roll, put my foot down, and away I go. I need a little time to clear my head, try to work through the things you said. You say you love me, but you're not in love, and you feel like I don't care enough. Now you're leaving because our love is dead. Guess I'll head out on the road ahead. Things have changed since you've been gone. Life is different since I moved on. I took a little time to let me be. Now I'm living life fancy free, running wild and having fun. I feel like my life has just begun. Take a white town and paint it red out here on the road ahead. The road ahead, too many turns to mention. Turn it left or turn it right. Drive through the day or all through the night. Grass is green and sunset's red out here on the road ahead. On the road ahead. There'll come a time when life will get you down. You'll need something to bring you around. There's one of life's pick-me-ups. How about a ride in a pickup truck? Forget your worries, forget your cares. Let the wind blow through your hair. Take time to clear your head out here on the road ahead. The road ahead is paved with good No speed limits and no stop signs, no construction and no white lines. Keep driving until you're dead. Out here on the road ahead, keep driving until you're dead. Out here on the road ahead. No speed limits on the road ahead. No white lines on the road ahead. No stop sign on the road ahead.
Yeah, The Road Ahead. Scott Hatton on guitar there. Love that song. A good friend of mine wrote that. He gave me like a book, literally a book of songs, and said, "Here, have fun." You know, if and when you become a millionaire, just give me some money. I'll be happy. That hasn't happened as of yet, so sorry, but I could probably give you a check for 50 cents or so. Yeah, but that's okay. And I just remembered something. I just remembered that I actually put a couple of videos out. Yeah, I actually put a couple of videos out. Now, understand, folks, that 95%, 95% of the things I do were done as cheaply as I possibly could, which meant most of it meant I paid nothing to get it done, meaning I did it myself, or with the help of Kay, or with the help of my buddy Scott, or, the help of our friends. We had no money. I mean, we, just like a lot of people, we were living week to week, day to day, month to month. Be nice, Neil. And, a lot of these songs were recorded in our basement. Yeah, in the basement of this very, very house. A lot of the videos were done in the basement of this house. But the biggest thing was that we had fun. That was the most important thing. That was the most important thing. And Tank, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, Big Tank. First of all, I want to welcome two people into the chat room that just came in here recently. Our good buddy Neil from the UK. I told you said that he was going to come on in. He finally was able to make it. He was watching the football match over there, watching England defeat Denmark 2-1. So, there you go. And the master of useless information that is very, very useful to me, and a very good friend, Big Tank, also just joined us in the chat room. And Big Tank says, you got what you did out with the help of true friends who completely believed in you and what you do. And it's true. It's very true. And just that simple of a statement, Tank, believe it or not, there's a lot of terror in those words. There's a lot of being scared and being worried in those words. People that truly believed in me and what I did. because, you know, I mean, me being me, and, you know, a lot of artists being new artists and stuff like that, you know, there's no guarantees, you know, and you know, these people help you with this stuff, and you're worried you're going to let them down, you know, and, you know, you do everything in your power not to, but it's what you can do. So we did the 5-song acoustic EP that had Sometimes It Takes Patience, The Road Ahead, had several other songs on there. I'm going to get to another one here off of that EP that Kay actually sang on. Yes, I have Kay on tape. Well, digitally on tape. Singing on one of my songs. It was very, very cool. I was kind of nervous when I asked her if she wanted to do it, but because, I mean, just to get her to do karaoke was, you know, I never forced her into it, but it took a little while, but one day she came up and said, I want to try a song. Okay. So I asked her about this, and she's like, oh yeah, I want to sing. Okay. But we'll get back to that one here in a little bit. I want to jump ahead to the Long Road Traveled CD. I had a blast making this CD. But before I had a blast making the CD, I went through musical hell. I went through musical hell before that, trying to find the songs for the CD. And I hooked up with a couple of gentlemen, one by the name of J.D. Cole, another one by the name of Vic Holdroyd, who were songwriters and all that. And they had their own label. They had their own publishing business and everything. And they came across a song by the name of Country Blue. Country Blue. If any of you guys have the Long Road Traveled CD and were still able to play it after you got done playing Frisbee with it, Neil, this would have been one of the songs that you would have heard on it. This video was taken when I had hair. Okay, so Neil, here's your proof that I have long hair. That I actually did truly have long hair. And I was working on these songs I was practicing, you know, to try and get ready to start doing them in shows and such. And I was sitting there one day, I was down in the basement, I was, you know, practicing my songs and everything else. I said, you know what? The only way you can really improve yourself is if you record yourself and you listen to yourself and you find out where you mess up, where you do really good, where you do really bad, and work on them. So that's what I did. I sat down and I recorded myself singing this song right here. This is a practice session on Country Blue. Here we go.
Take your heartache and your bad luck too, and put them where nobody else can do. I've had my fill of your sorry state of mind. I wanna live a little while there's time. Give me the rock and a hard place chore. I take 'em both, not to hear your voice. Just like the Sunday morning neighbors drill. You drive me crazy, man, you make me ill. Ooh, don't bring me down. Don't make me country blue. Ooh, don't bring me down. Don't wanna be country blue. There's no point in having you around when you make me feel like Monday morning. I want some love and laughter in my life, some good time dancing Friday night. Ooh, don't bring me down, don't make me country blue. Come on, boy. There's no point in having you around when you make me feel like Monday morning. I want some love and laughter in my life, some good time dancing Friday night. Ooh, don't bring me down, don't make me country blue. Let me explain it one more time. Give me the rock and a hard place joint. I take them both not to hear your voice. Just like the Sunday morning neighbors drill. You drive me crazy, man, you make me ill. Ooh, don't bring me down, don't make me country blue. Ooh, don't bring me down, don't wanna be country blue. Ooh, don't bring me down, don't wanna be country blue. Ooh, don't bring me down, don't wanna be country blue. That's the story. Dig it?
Thank you, Tank. No, Nakaya, you didn't lose audio. That's all me. I try to mute myself during the songs so that I don't talk over them and stuff, and I forgot to unmute myself. Damn it. But yeah, like I was saying, Tank, well, in that video, I had a shirt on that said, I'd rather be ... Tank posted in the chat room saying, okay, folks, what do you think the rest of the shirt should have said? And then he piped in that he thought it should be sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. Okay. Nakaya came back with sleeping also. Do I look like I'm falling asleep there? Or something? I think it would, at the time, it would have been, I'd rather be drinking. Like a beer, because I was drinking soda at the time. But that's okay. That's okay. I wonder what other, I don't remember. Don't remember how many other videos I've got out there. Oh. Well, I just found a whole bunch. We could have a lot of fun here tonight, folks. I got all kinds of video. I got contest video. I got video from Michigan Vet Fest. Videos from live concerts. Carol just checked. She says, I don't have your CD, but I have one song. What song is it that you have, Carol? Just out of curiosity. Now, Neil has both of my CDs. Neil has my acoustic EP, and he has the full-length Long Road Traveled CD. And in case you're wondering what I'm writing down over here, I'm writing down what songs I play, so I can keep track and all that. But I had to write down that this was the video for Country Blue. But I wanna go back in town. In town? Wow, I want to go back in town. I want to go back in time. Oh, Carol. She says that it's something about Christmas. That would be Christmas in a combat zone. That would be the second ever military song that I wrote. Big Tank is asking Neil which one was the Frisbee. Tank, they both were. He wanted to see if they could fly before he wanted to see if they could play. But yeah, we're gonna drop back in time. We're gonna go back in time here for a little bit, because I want to play one of the songs for you that, outside of myself, Kay, my mom, and my stepdad, I want to say, nobody else has ever heard this song. Okay, now remember, this is back when I was using the Casio keyboard for my background music, because my thought was, hey, if I can get some background music to it and I can record it, then when I get with a real band, then we can, at least have the same rhythm and everything, and then, write new music for it. That was the thinking. Obviously, since I forgot about them, that never happened. But I don't remember, the reasons behind writing the song, if there was a specific reason behind writing it, or if it was just words that popped into my head that manifested itself into a song. Okay. So, the first one I want to do for you is one, it's called Hop the Fence. Yes, Hop the Fence. I hope you enjoy.
Know that things have changed, and for a little while I tried to do the thing to make you smile. You only give a grin, and that's enough for most men. And I won't pretend I haven't loved you since then. Every now and then I often would pretend that when the work was done, the good times never end. I remember how it was. I thought I knew what love was. Was it really me? Or was it just because? If you think the grass is greener on the other side, it wasn't that way just the other day, and I assume it hasn't changed. But if you think the grass is greener, if you think the grass is greener, if you think the grass is greener, then baby, hop the fence.
You ran wild through the pastures and the fields. You used to do whatever you wanted, 'cause you love to touch and feel. I can give you love, just my aching heart and soul. Would you return the favor and let go of what you hold? I've seen the tide. It seems it isn't mine. If you think the grass is greener on the other side, it wasn't that way just the other day, and I assume it hasn't changed. So if you think the grass is greener, if you think the grass is greener, if you think the grass is greener, then baby, hop the fence. If you think the grass is greener, hop the fence. Here we go! The weekend's been rolling, the party's in full swing. The ladies and the drunkards wanna party till 3. Gotta keep the jams rolling, the drinks are flowing, but there's just one thing missing. I'm a man on a mission. Got the fellas in the corner drinking buckets of beer, and the ladies on the dance floor scooting here and there. The waitress and the bartender bobbing in their shoes, so let's put them in a line and see what they can do. Say, hey there, DJ, kicking the tunes tonight. Got a flavor to ask you, if you don't mind. Could you play my song to keep the party rolling? It's a thumping little tune, it'll fit right in. I know the folks who love it, they can two-step and double time. So come on, man, I don't think they'll mind. So hey there, DJ, can you play my song? Come on, man, just one. Check it out. Well, feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Can you feel the music heading down to your feet? Don't try to fight it, you know you can. Come on there, DJ, wanna see you dance. Well, hey there, DJ, kicking it to tonight. Got a favor to ask you, if you don't mind. Could you play my song to keep the party rolling? It's a thumping little tune, it'll fit right in. I know the folks who love it, they can two-step and double time. So come on, man, I don't think they'll mind. So hey there, DJ, can you play my song? Yeah, I know the folks who love it, they can two-step and double time. So come on, man, you know they won't mind. So hey there, DJ, can you play my song? Come on, man, just one time. play my song?
Well, since I'm the DJ, yes, I will play my song. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you right now, if you have watched this video and you listen to that last song, that is the one and only time you will hear me do anything close to rapping in a song. I can promise you that. As you can tell, I didn't do very good. Big Tank in the chat room says, "Whoa! Did you just try to rap in country before it was done?" Honestly, Tank, yeah, I think I did. Let me look at something here. Let me see when I recorded that song. August 17th of 2012. August 17th of 2012 is when that song was originally recorded. Yep. August 17th, 2012. So I don't know when Big and Rich and Cowboy Troy and all them came out, because I think they were pretty much the first ones that really did it. But yeah, 2012 was when that one was done. That one was called "Hey There DJ, Can You Play My Song?" Thought I'd throw a nice little toe tapper in there after Hop the Fence. Got a couple more songs for you guys tonight. Okay, Big Tank says, I believe that was around the same time as Dirt Road Anthem, but after Cowboy Troy. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what? You're right, because I remember listening to the first Big and Rich CD while I was living with my brother. So you're right, it was after Cowboy Troy. But yeah, that was interesting. And like I said, that's probably going to be the only time that you will ever. Well, I'm not even going to say probably be. That will be the only time you will ever hear me try to rap. Oh, goody, goody. Here come the idiots in the chat room. Nakaya, do your thing, girl. Break out that band hammer, lady. So, as time went on, I did a show. I did a veteran show for AmVets down in Peru, Indiana during this time, and it was a pure karaoke show. Okay, I didn't have a band. I had a couple of friends of mine that I did a 3 parts of a quartet with. Okay, I guess you could say we were the trio. Sometimes we were a quartet if a 4th guy would show up. And there were those 2 guys, one of the guys' wives, and another friend of ours that went down along with Kay. And we did a full show to start the evening out before the live band came on, and it was all done to karaoke tracks. And shortly after that, I received a phone call from a guy. Received a phone call from a guy, and he goes, I don't know if you remember me or not, but I was at the AmVet show and you gave me one of your cards. Well, the band that I'm a drummer for, we need a lead singer. And we were wondering if you would like to come and try out. And at first, I thought he was joking. like, no way. This can't be real. Are you serious? He's like, no, I'm serious. It was me and my wife, and we sat there and we talked to you for a good 10, 15 minutes while you were there. And, we just lost our lead singer, and we want to get back out doing shows again. So do you want to come try? Hell yeah. Just tell me where to be and when to be there, And that was the first iteration of JT Hollis and the Night Train that was ever out there. We did 3 shows before issues came up with a couple of the guys. We did 3 shows. We sold them out every night. We were packed the entire night. They were begging us to keep playing when we had to shut down because the bar had to shut down and all that good. It was a blast. I loved every second of it. And after the band broke up, or after the group broke up, the lead guitarist calls me up one day and says, hey, JT, I've got the perfect song for you. I want you to record it for me. He says, I got the perfect song for you. I want you to. I'm like, yeah, I can, sure. Shoot me the file and everything and the lyrics, and I'll learn it and we'll see what we can do. And why can't I find it? There it is. The name of the song was Last Call at Nashville Dave's. And it was a blast to sing. I mean, he wrote a great song. He played every instrument on it. He did all the background vocals. I'm like, well, dude, why didn't you just sing this yourself? He says, because I don't have the country voice that you do. And we need that on the lead track. Okay. Yeah, I'd be honored to record this. And, my only request would be that you allow me to pass it out to radio stations, because this was after I'd already gotten some songs out on radio stations and stuff like that. And he's like, well, yeah, shit, go for it. So we recorded it, mastered it. He did. I mean, it came out great. And some of you have heard this one before. This is the Last Call at Nashville Dave's.
Last call at Nashville Dave's. The party's going strong.
be out of here.
Last call at Nashville Dave's. The second number one song on Riverhead Radio, which is an internet radio, well, it used to be an internet radio station out of New York. It still is, but they have expanded big time. They are now actually on, I think it's 107.9 FM out of New York. They're called Star Power Radio now. But several years ago, when it was Riverhead Radio, he did a top 50. He now does a top 75 mixed genre chart because they play a little bit of everything on that station. And that is the second song that went number one on that station, and those charts were run by requests. The number of requests that came in for certain songs. And that's how you got on the top 75. So, second song that went number one. I will play you the first song that went number one to close the show here in a little bit. I've got 3 more songs for you. Yeah, 3 more songs for you. Actually, maybe 4. I might throw one more in there. I kind of teased. Oh, very cool. Big Tank says, yes, they are. I live about 20 to 30 minutes from Riverhead. Very cool. Very cool. What was I going to say? Oh, I teased a little bit last night on the Sully Show. That I had received permission to, and I was thinking about playing the song that I wrote for Kay when we got married. She did not know I was writing this song. She did not know I was doing anything like this, because I would sneak my lead guitar player at the time, a guy by the name of Pat Murphy. I would, she'd go off to work and he would come over while she was gone, and we'd work on a song, and then he'd leave before she got home from work. So she didn't know anything about it until my brother hit play. I love the look on her face. It was perfect. It was the exact reaction that I wanted. It was, "Aw, and you son of a bitch." All combined, all at one time. It was awesome. Yeah, I lived out in Schoharie, or Middlebury, New York for a little while, right outside of Schoharie, Tank. When I lived out in New York for a little while. But I teased about it last night, and I've been thinking about it, and obviously Sully was like, "I think you should play it. I think you should definitely play it." So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a little bit of a long song, which I do apologize for, but it is nowhere near as long as the original version was. The original version was over 7 minutes long. It was over 7 minutes long, and we actually cut it down to 4.5. So yeah, be glad for that. But here's a song that I wrote for Kay for our wedding. It's called "Moment in Time."
I was lost and wandering in a life lonely and dark, dealing with these wounds. Love and war had left their mark, damaged and uncertain, to a point I couldn't love myself. Not wanting to cast a shade, this pain by guiding with love's light. The road I walk to you, so twisted and so long. You work to heal my scars, return my heart to song. I know you only glimpsed the man that came to you, because you believe in me. My love I give to you, a pledge from me, this golden band. From my heart to grace your hand, to me your love, so true and real. I testify, this is how I feel. I'm here to give you this heart of mine. It's our moment in time. My life with you, so warm and bright. My special angel, you shine love's light. You've made me whole and healed the ache. Forward now, this step we take. We two now become as one. The path ahead, our journey begun. A voyage of love, oh so sublime. Here and now is our moment in time. The road I walk to you, so twisted and so long. You work to heal my scars, return my heart to song. I know you only glimpsed the man that came to view, because you believe in me. My love I give to you, a pledge from me, this golden band. From my heart to grace your hand, to me your love, so true and real. I testify, this is how I feel. I'm here to give you this heart of mine. It's our moment in time. This, my dear, is our moment in time.
The first time that anybody other than myself and my guitarist Patrick, anybody heard this song was our wedding day. Yeah, I was able to keep that one. Man, you don't know how bad I wanted to play it for. Because my habit up to that point was to play a new song for Kay, get her opinion about it, and then I would send it to my mom and have my mom and my stepdad listen to it and get their thoughts about it, and then I would send it to Sully and get his thoughts on it. Well, yeah, that didn't happen this time. For that song, this did not happen. And it was perfect. It was perfect. I hope you guys enjoy that song. I really do. So with playing that one, as we're getting to close things, if you guys have any questions, any that you want to know, please feel free to ask. I meant to say that earlier, but I forgot to. I apologize. Ever since I got serious about the music, and people would ask me, "Why are you doing this? You know, why do you think you can make it?" And you know, it's not necessarily the fact that I think I can make it. The only thing I want to do, yeah, I would love to sign a big contract and become a multimillionaire and tour the world and all that stuff, and it'd be great, but it's unrealistic. You know, knowing as many people as I do now in the music business, it's unrealistic, you know. So really all I want to do is I want to be able to put on shows every now and then. I want to help people forget for a little while the shit that's going on in their lives. And I want to make people smile. I want to make people enjoy themselves. And I had one guy ask me, I says, well, what makes you different? What makes you special from all these other people that are doing music and putting songs out? You know, what's going to separate you from all of them? And the only thing I could tell him was passion and fire. Passion and fire. If you don't have the passion for what you're doing, then you will not be able to bring the fire and the desire and show that on stage, because that's when people really have fun, when they see that passion and that fire, or they see that passion on that person's face and they hear the fire and the desire and the love for what they're doing in their voice. You're just another singer. You know, you're just another friggin' singer. I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm not just a singer, I'm an entertainer. It's because I find it very hard to stand still when I'm up there on stage singing, be it doing karaoke or doing a jam band thing or doing a live show. You know, it's the music is my heart and my soul, and it keeps me going. You know, and my woodworking has kind of helped supplement that a little bit. But for those of you who don't know, this is kind of a relaunch for me. I'm going to rededicate myself to the music, rededicate myself to making new music, and getting some new stuff out there. We're going to start working on getting a new 5 or 6 song EP of all original material to put out. I'm hoping to have that done by beginning of next year, maybe, is what I'm shooting for. If not, you know, by Christmas time. It's a lofty goal. I got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to accomplish in order to do it. But this is the relaunch. This is the relaunch of JT Hollis and the JT Hollis music. So, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. But a long, long time ago, way, way back when things were first starting out, I actually wrote, I call it my mission statement. I actually wrote my mission statement song. The song I actually released to radio Monday night. It was played live for the first time. Well, not live, but it was played for the first time on Riverhead Radio, Star Power Radio, with Robert Rivers on Monday night. So, this is a tune. It's a little bit. It's one of them longer ones. It's about 4.5 minutes long again. But this one's called "Living the Dream," and this is how I feel about the music. I hope you enjoy.
I'm not a star, just someone who writes about emotions so raw from times in my life. The language of music we all understand, so I put pen to paper until the song ends. song brings a tear or maybe a smile. You'll know by my words that I have walked that mile. Emotions so deep they come from within. Memories I share, and to you I do give. I'm living the dream by singing these songs. Out on the stage is where I belong, bearing my heart and soul with every word. I'm living the dream, I know I can't be wrong. I'm living the dream till my final rest, showing passion and fire just like the best. While singing these songs, it's all good, 'cause I'm living the dream today. I give to you what's a big part of me. The places I've been, the things that I've seen, the joys, the sorrows that we all do share. When you like the songs, you know I've been there. I'm writing and singing straight from the heart, about places and things that I have been a part. I give to you not what it may seem. The songs I sing are all part of the dream. If you like the songs I sing and I write, if a good memory for you is what it brings, then I have accomplished what I want to do, to give you a song from my heart that's true. I'm living the dream by singing these songs. Out on the stage is where I belong, bearing my heart and soul with every word. I'm living the dream, I know it can't be wrong. I'm living the dream till my final rest, showing passion and fire just like the best. While singing these songs, it's all good, 'cause I'm living the dream today. 'Cause I'm living the dream today. Every day I wake up, the sound of your voice ringing in my ear, and it stops me in my tracks when I realize that you're not here. Every day I feel your touch, see your shadow dancing in my mind, and I know it's my reality. Life's not playing cruel tricks on me. Morning, noon, or night, no matter what time of day, I put up a good fight, force a smile upon my face, but your memory never fades away. I wanna give up, I wanna give in, I wanna sit in a corner and let your memory win. pushing on. Somehow I gotta keep pushing on. Everywhere that I turn, all the laughter and the songs that I hear. I feel the tears well in my eyes, and it's hard to disguise just how I feel. Your light shimmers through, and the work you started still carries on. But these people that surround me need me just as much as I need you. Morning, noon, or night, no matter what time of day, I put up a good fight, force a smile upon my face, but your memory never fades away. I wanna give up, I wanna give in, I wanna sit in a corner and let your memory win. But I gotta keep pushing on, somehow I gotta keep pushing on. This morning I opened the door to see a cardinal looking back at me. It didn't turn and fly away, which is how it normally would be. This told me that it was sent by you to comfort me, to tell me, man, I'm okay. I will never go away. But you need to keep pushing on. Morning, noon, or night, no matter what time of day, you put up a good fight, force a smile upon your face, but your memories never will fade away. You wanna give up, you wanna give in, you wanna sit in a corner and let your memories win. But you gotta keep pushing on, oh Lord, please keep pushing on. But I gotta keep pushing on, somehow I gotta keep pushing on.
I would have been remiss, and I would have been mad at myself if I hadn't have played that last song. And like I said in the chat room, right at the beginning of the song, I told Nakaya that I was sorry, and there's a reason why. That song took 7 months and 5 different versions to come to the final product. That song was written to commemorate the passing of my nephew, Andrew. He's my brother's son. The hardest thing about it was the day that the final version of that song, the version that you just heard, was finished and was sent to me, was the 1-year anniversary of his passing. I actually sent that song to my brother. Sorry. I actually sent that song to my brother to get his permission to release it. Up to that point, my brother had never really believed in me and the music. It was several years later that I found out that he spent hours listening to that song. I wrote it as a recovery song. To me, is what it started out as. It didn't start out to actually be a song. I'm sorry. It never started out to actually be a song. It was something to just to help me deal with everything, because I was really close to Andrew. But over the years, I've found out that that song has helped a lot of people. Over the years, I also found out that in April of 2013, that song was the fourth most played song on a radio station out of Denmark. Don't know how they got the song. Don't know how they got the song. But I found an article where it talked about that song. And that song won me my first ever award. It won me Songwriter of the Year, believe it or not. Songwriter of the Year from Clay's Country Radio, which is a indie country music radio station out of Denmark. And I submitted the song, for their competition, and I am officially now and forever will be the Songwriter of the Year for 2013 on Clay's Country Radio. And I got everybody in the chat rooms asking me, why are you apologizing? Tank says, why are you apologizing? It's real life. Never apologize for real life stuff that hits you in the gut so hard that you sniff onions. Yeah. I think I snorted onions, not just sniffed them. Carol said that she's in tears too. It reminded her of her dad and how I still feel about losing him. And Nikaya says, sorry for what? You and your family lost someone. It was a horrible tragedy. That is never something to apologize for. You know better than that. And yes, I do. But that's just the way I am. And the reason that I said I'm sorry to you is because I didn't want to make things hard for you and what you went through. Yeah, so let's get that out of the way. Whew. I do want to thank everybody that came out tonight, that hung out with me, whether you talked in the chat room or not, whether you were able to talk in the chat room or not. The fact that you came and you hung out means the world. It really does. I hope that you enjoyed the show. I hope that you learned some things that you didn't know about JT. And I hope that you don't feel it was a waste of time to be here. I really don't. I want you guys to know, especially folks like Big Tank and Carol and Nikaya and Sully, you guys have always been support for me in everything that I've done, be it, the talk shows or the radio shows or the DJing or the music. Especially Sully. Sully is one of my test patients. He's one of my test people every time. When I get done with a new song, after I get done doing what I think is my mixing and mastering and editing and all of that, and then I send it to Sully, and Sully says, "Look, you son of a bitch, how many times have I told you to turn down the reverb?" I get that from him. Well, I used to get that from him all the time. I finally learned. But that was the first thing I would always hear from him. Too much damn reverb. That was always funny. I had to laugh at that. But I do want you all to know that it meant a lot for me to be here tonight. For you guys to be here tonight. For me to be here and do this show. Rededicate myself to the music. And everything. And I'm going to do the best I can to keep things going. You know? So... I see Big Tank says, "Listen, you big softy, your music had meaning behind it, whether it was good or bad meaning. So keep doing it as best you can as long as your body lets you." Dude, if I have to, and I've told this to Kay more than once, especially in the years leading up to my surgery. I don't care if I'm in a freaking wheelchair. If I have to be wheeled up on stage in a freaking wheelchair, it ain't going to stop me from singing. It ain't going to stop me from doing what I love. And that's all there is to it. You know, it's just that simple. It really is. So this last song that I'm going to leave you with, a buddy of mine that I met on Facebook, he's a fellow musician, fellow singer-songwriter. Except he has the ability to play guitar. So his songwriting is a hell of a lot easier than mine is. And one day I was cruising through, and he had the song file playing and on his page and everything, and I listened to it, and oh man, I love this song. Love it. So I reached out to him, I says, "Dude, I love this song. What would it take for you to let me record and release this song?" Well, all you got to do is ask. And I'm like, "Well, didn't I just ask?" And he says, "No, you asked what it would take." "Well, dude, can I record the song? Can you send me the guitar track for it? Because it's a straight acoustic." And he's like, "Hell yeah." Like, "Oh yeah, man." So there's a gentleman by the name of Tim Weems. Tim Weems. He actually has the nickname Outlaw. Don't know why. You know, he had a little problem with the law in the past, but no big deal, right? But we sat there and we ran a contest. We ran a contest when we were promoting the song. And we had people send in pictures to us of, you know, people doing what the Outlaws song was about, which was not necessarily about breaking the law, but it was about having a good time. It was about cutting loose and enjoying yourself. And what we did was we picked the best picture and we sent that person a free MP3 of the song. And then we took all the pictures that we got and we put them into a video. And I'm going to play the video for you here to finish the show. I will say this, right after the song ends, we are going to do a raid. We are going to be raiding Mr. 30 Below. We're going to raid his channel there and, just you pop in and say Punchers Unite and then head on your way or whatever it is that you want to do. Well, again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Big Tank says, "Your music is definitely like your woodwork. It has passion behind every word, unlike the shit that's being put out nowadays. Keep making it." Tank, I'm going to do all I can, brother. I'm going to do all I can. I promise you that. So on that note, once again, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget, I will be back on air again tomorrow night for the Thursday Night Normal Shout Out with JT starting at 8 p.m. right here again on Accidental Punch TV, courtesy of Twitch.tv. All right, so here's Tim Weems on guitar. He's the writer and composer. This is the JT Hollis version of Outlaws. Have a great night, my friends. We will see you all tomorrow night.
Well, don't cry, 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 cry for me. Don't cry, 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 cry for me. Don't cry for me, mama, or fall upon your floor. Don't cry for me, mama, I don't feel the pain no more. 'Cause we're outlaws, that's all we'll ever be. Yeah, we're outlaws, we ain't got no good genes. Yeah, we're outlaws and that's alright by me. And it's true what they say about my past. I tried to outrun the lawman, but he run too fast. So don't cry, 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 cry for me. Don't cry, 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 cry for me. Don't cry for me, baby, or fall upon your floor. Don't cry for me, baby, I don't feel the pain no more. 'Cause we're outlaws, that's all we'll ever be. Yeah, we're outlaws, we ain't got no good genes. Yeah, we're outlaws and that's alright by me. I spent my whole life chasing dreams I could not achieve. Lord, I thought I drained the bottle. Lord, that bottle drained me. Yeah, we're outlaws, that's all we'll ever be. Yeah, we're outlaws, we ain't got no good genes. I'm just sitting right here with outlaws like me. Come on now. Well, don't cry, 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 cry for me. And don't cry, 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 cry for me. And don't cry for me, baby, or fall upon your floor. Don't cry for me, baby, I don't feel the pain no more. 'Cause we're outlaws, that's all we'll ever be. Yeah, we're outlaws, we ain't got no good genes. I'm sitting right here with outlaws like me. Yeah, we're outlaws, we ain't got no good genes. We're outlaws and that's alright by me.